Well, considering yesterday I did a review of the first Sonic movie, I think it's only right that today I look at the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. Now, I've already seen the trailer. I know what all happens. You're not going to see me go, oh, and oh, dang, and all that. No, I'm not going to do that. I've already seen the trailer. So instead, I'm just going to look at a few clips from the video here, and we're just going to, talk about what's good and why I'm really looking forward to this. Alright, so with that being said, give me a few seconds and let's get into it. Alright, here we go. Alright, so first thing, I know this isn't part of the actual movie or anything, but I just love the design they did for this coin to promote everything. And also, I really think it'd be cool if Sega cashed in on this, because look, it's got rings around it, and it's Tails' head. It could be Tails one and have his tails on the other. Maybe you could do something similar with Knuckles or Sonic. Speaking of which, let's jump a little further into this. And as you can see here, Knuckles actually punches the ground. Sonic speeds in. Tails is just kind of there. But I didn't notice Tails has a gadget in his hands here. I know these aren't really.
Showdown begins.
There we go. There are the poses. Alright, so a lot of people were talking that Knuckles right here looks like boom height compared to Sonic, which I think is a bit of an overstatement. They're pretty similar in height. Now don't get me wrong, Knuckles is definitely taller, but I don't think it's that big of a deal that he's just a little bit taller. Although our boy Tails he's short. He is shorter than both, though, so this does make a good bit of sense. Also, look at Knuckles' shoes real quick for a second. The gloves are very big, like boxing gloves, and I had a problem with them when I initially saw them, but the more I look at them, the more I'm like, yeah, that actually works. The thing about his shoes, everybody jokes about the Lego shoes, but they made them look really cool. Those look like a cool pair of shoes that you'd buy somewhere, and all your friends would be talking about them. They were like, dude, where'd you get those shoes? But so they did a good job. Also, the green part of Knuckles' shoes, which is a weird thing. I've always wondered what exactly it was, but now I can see it. It's I guess they're going for socks or something. It looks more fabric-y than the kind of plastic design that we've seen in a lot of the games. So I like that that's the direction they're going in with it. Okay, the thing about Sonic running on water is that it was implied in the first one that he couldn't do that. In fact, I recently just watched it. He crashed into the cold, dark waters of the Pacific. So I'm guessing his powers get stronger, which is in line with the games. A lot of people might think that Sonic can't actually run at light speed or whatever. No, he can. It's just the light speed dash was faster because he wasn't attuned to that yet. As the games go on, Sonic gets progressively faster and faster, which makes sense. That's how you progress, realistically. There we go. Alright, so the reason I included that right there is that the way his voice actually sounded when he says Sonic the Hedgehog, it reminded me of I know this is going to sound weird, but Idris Elba honestly sounded like Eggman in some of the old cartoons, specifically in the opening of Forces. I know that's not a cartoon, but it just reminds me of Eggman for some reason. But I actually really love the way that Knuckles is textured here. It looks really great, and I love the kind of chaos energy stuff going on in his eyes, because let's face it is chaos energy. People are theorizing about it. You don't need to theorize. It's confirmed. It is chaos energy. There was a novelization of the Sonic movie. I know it's for kids or whatever, but it's an official novelization that explains that where Sonic's powers come from is chaos energy, and everyone's theorizing about it oh yeah, that makes sense. And I'm like, dude, the book's confirmed it. You don't have to theorize. Also, you see the ring around him in the background, so I assume this is he's traveling these worlds as well, because Sonic did say in the first movie that all advanced cultures travel using these rings. So I imagine Knuckles, that's how Eggman's going to get back. Eggman's going to meet Knuckles in Mushroom Hill Zone, or the Mushroom Planet, throw one of those rings and get them back because he hears about Sonic. So yeah, but there's a lot to it there, and I think they're expanding a lot on it. So obviously this is the Master Emerald. There's no getting around that. I believe this is when Sonic and Tails first meet each other. Now, I'm thinking this might have to do with the Death Egg, like upon seeing it again and all the stuff we know. Death Egg Robot, not the Death Egg. My bad. But it seems like there's a lot going on with this. And it even looks like there's a silhouette or something down here. I don't know. Maybe it's weird, but just the way this is shaped and the way I'm looking at it, it looks like a silhouette. Also, you guys may have noticed, since apparently this is being talked about, and I just noticed this morning, is these outfits right here. Like, these are, in fact, if we play...
This is your moment to be the...
Yeah. Oh, whoops. That went too far. I didn't know it was going to be a second. Alright, here's the general. I told you, it's the general from the previous movie. It's Gun. It's Gun. That G right there, this is Gun. They're doing it. They're gonna bring in Shadow. Not in this movie. I imagine they're gonna set up Shadow. I said it in the previous one, and I'll say it for this one again. Shadow is showing up. Shadow is definitely showing up. I don't think he'll be in this movie, mostly because that'd be too much already. Knuckles is definitely the villain of this movie, alongside Dr. Eggman, so I expect Shadow to be there in the third one. Okay, so right here, Sonic is skiing. This is definitely a reference to Ice Cap from Sonic 3, which I'm so glad they're being so accurate with this. This is great. I actually really love this. The next part I really want to talk about is this. This is clearly, you see the green light rising. They're looking off in the distance. They're doing Angel Island. They're being game accurate and actually doing Angel Island. Like, and a later part confirms it. Let's see if I can find it here. Right here. Someone's probably going to make this their screensaver. Also, people have said there's something with the owls that might tie into Longclaw or whatever. I don't know. But they're definitely doing Angel Island. They've got the altar, the Master Emerald, and all that. Like, this is going to be a very game-accurate movie, at least to Sonic 3. The game Sonic 3. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. Also, if you notice here, it looks like Sonic is in his spinball pose again, whereas Knuckles is kind of just lurching forward. So I like that they're playing into both characters' like abilities and everything. And here's the scene we all wanted to see: the Death Egg Robot. First of all, this thing is massive. Like, if you go play Sonic 2, the Death Egg Robot, you're like, yeah, it's big, but it's proportionate. Sonic Generations, you're like, okay, that's a lot bigger. But this is on a whole nother scale. The eye alone looks like it's bigger than Sonic. Also, people have said, like, the green glow is Master Emerald, and honestly, that makes sense, because Eggman would do something like that. I also love how, like, Tails is just flying the plane and Sonic's just standing on top of it in, like, that pose he always does. We saw a little bit of that in the first trailer, but I'm just liking how much attention to detail they're giving this, because honestly, there really is. Speaking of which, I love that the Death Egg Robot actually has, like, the stash and everything. Like, they're finally putting, like, Eggman's moniker on his robots, and I can't wait to see how devastating this thing is going to look. Also, I know this robot doesn't exactly have, like, the exact colors, or maybe it's just the lighting here, but this is a very accurate Death Egg Robot. Another thing I'm kind of thinking about with this, though, is this can't be when they first meet, right? Because Sonic's fighting it, lands on a plane, and then he's like, and then Tails says name's Tails, which implies that's when they're first meeting. But they couldn't possibly first meet and fight the Death Egg Robot, right? Because the first trailer kind of gave us that this was going to be like a buddy adventure with Sonic and Tails. So I highly doubt, like, so how is it that they would fight the Death Egg robot first unless they got something even bigger set up? Like, if they're defeating the Death Egg robot in the beginning, that's like, they're just, boom, fast forwarding Sonic 2. Let's throw Sonic 3 right in there. So what we're getting from this trailer, and what I'm trying to say is, they are going all in on accuracy. Like, this is basically, there's no denying this is going to be Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the movie. Like, I know it's Sonic 2, but this is definitely, they're making it so accurate to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, both of these trailers so far, I'm very impressed. If you enjoyed Sonic 1, the movie, Sonic 2 looks like it's gonna blow that one out of the water. I think we're finally gonna have, like even the people who didn't like Sonic 1, I think we're finally gonna have a definitive, like, video game movie that sets the standards. And of all things, it's Sonic the Hedgehog that's gonna prove that it can be done. People are saying, like, finally the MCU has competition, which I wouldn't say that. The MCU's been around for like 14 years at this point, like, and can make even the most mundane Marvel character become a household name. Like, they're about to do America Chavez, so sorry. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, this movie, oh man, this movie's gonna be good, and I am going to enjoy every second of it. That's a look at Sonic 2. But as you know, a third movie has been announced. So in case you missed it, the official Sonic Twitter posted a quote from the president of Sega himself, saying that they are working not just on a third Sonic movie, but also a Knuckles live-action spin-off show. What world is this that we live in? Paramount, the fact that the second movie isn't even out yet and you're already developing the third one, you have some guts that this movie is going to do well, which I don't blame you, because it looks great, but I can't wait to go into theaters and see it. I said in the last video, April 8th can't come any faster, and that's true. I am so looking forward to it, and Paramount, thank you for what you're doing with Sonic, because trust me, oh boy, Sonic fans, we are eating very well right now. We are feasting. Oh man. But anyway, guys, I'll talk more about Sonic 3 in an upcoming video. But until then, thank you for watching, and have a God bless day, everyone.